Brielle's Show and Tell, written by Betty Lewis, illustrated by Nikla. Brielle is a young girl at Barrack Elementary School who is usually very upbeat. She loves participating in show and tell because it has always been fun to her. Throughout the school year, she got to bring in objects that she loved and enjoyed talking about. That is, until the day it became more educational and less fun. She must bring an object that teaches the class about her family. She has no idea what to bring. Join Brielle on this journey to find out how she restores her love for show and tell while talking about her family's proud cultural background. Are you ready? Let's go and read. It was the end of another wonderful day at Barrack Elementary School. During dismissal, Brielle, an adorable and adventurous kindergartner, sat on the bench patiently waiting for her mother to arrive. When her mother arrived to pick her up, she noticed Brielle was not her usual cheerful self. Brielle is usually quite chatty when she gets in the car and always so happy to see her younger sisters, Bella and Brooke. However, today she was not interested in sharing the details of her day at school. Brielle hopped in her booster seat, fastened her seatbelt, and did not acknowledge her mother or sisters. Looking in her rearview mirror, Mom asked, "Do you want to talk about it, Brie?" Brie is what her mother calls her for short. In a low mumble, "No, Mom, I don't want to talk about it," she replied. Her mother decided she would let it go until they got home. Brielle was quiet during the entire ride home. When they got home, Brielle bolted out of the car and went straight up to her room. Mom decided to give her some space until she got her sisters settled. She got them started on their homework to talk to Brielle with no interruptions. "Okay, girls, sit here and get started while I go talk to your sister," says Mom. "If you need help with anything, skip it until Mommy gets back." "Okay, Mummy," the girls responded in unison. Mom made her way upstairs. When she opened Brielle's bedroom door, she found her frantically tossing toys from her toy box. "What are you looking for?" asked her mother. Brielle hesitated, and then the tears slowly began to well up in her eyes. "Tomorrow I have to do my end of the year show and tell, and I don't want to do it," in a puzzled tone. "Oh, baby, I thought you loved show and tell when you did it the last 2 times this year," said her mum. "I did love it when it was fun. Miss Williams let me bring my favourite objects. The first time I brought Sandy, remember? Now she wants me to bring something important that is going to teach the class about my family. I don't see why we have to do the show and tell anyway," pouted Brielle. Sandy is Brielle's favourite doll. For the first show and tell, there was no doubt she would take Sandy, show her off to the class, and talk about everything she loved about her. It was an enjoyable experience then, and now it seemed intimidating for her because she was uncertain of what she would bring and what she would say. Her mom did not see this as a problem at all. "Brie, show and tell is important, especially for children your age. Although I agree it should be enjoyable. The most important part is the speaking and listening skills that you and your friends are getting that will help to prepare you for the future," Mom said. "Besides, I don't see why this is upsetting you so much. I am sure there is something here that you can find that can teach your class a little bit more about your family. Take your time and it will come to you. I'll be downstairs if you need me." "Okay, Mummy," Brielle said with a sigh. She paced back and forth for about 2 minutes before she decided to keep looking. She tossed, she swung, she threw, and she flung. 30 minutes had passed, and Brielle was still at square one. Finally, she flopped back on her bed and thought about everything her mom said. As she lay there, she began to think about some of her happiest moments to make her feel better. Suddenly, her thoughts were interrupted when she heard unfamiliar music coming from downstairs. Brielle made her way downstairs, where she found her sisters playing with building blocks, while her mom cooked stewed chicken with rice and sauce panade, black bean sauce, for dinner. Before Brielle could say anything, her mom said, "Dinner will be ready shortly." "What are you listening to, Mom?" Brielle asked inquisitively. "Oh, baby, this is compa, a genre of music from Haiti. You know, Mommy and Daddy are getting ready for our annual Haitian Flag Day celebration on Saturday," she replied. Every year, her mom and dad traveled to Florida on the weekend of May 18th to participate in the celebration at a musical festival centered around Haitian Flag Day. Suddenly, it was as if a light bulb went on, and Brielle had an amazing idea for her show and tell dilemma. "Mummy, tonight, instead of a bedtime story, will you and Daddy tell me more about where you come from?" Brielle asked. "Of course, baby, we will tell you everything you need to know," her mom replied. That night, Brielle stayed up a little past her bedtime. She and her parents had previously talked about the culture in Haiti, but tonight they dug a little deeper into this topic. Brielle went to bed feeling so much better. In fact, she went to bed so happy that she fell asleep with a smile on her face. The next morning, Brielle woke up early. She was ready to conquer the show and tell dilemma. After her mom dropped Bella and Brooke off at their preschool, she asked, "Is there anything more you want to go over about Haiti?" "No, Mom, I've got it," Brielle said confidently. When they finally arrived at school, Brielle hopped out of the car so fast that she almost forgot to say goodbye to her mother. Mom yelled, "Break a leg, Brie!" As she approached her classroom, she could see a few of her friends who were already inside preparing for show and tell. When it was finally time for show and tell, everyone sat quietly at their seats as children shared their objects. One by one, the students presented while the others listened. After several students presented, it was finally Brielle's turn. She was excited and a little nervous at the same time. She picked up her object and made her way to the front of the class. Brielle ran to the front of the room and quickly arranged her display for everyone to see. "What kind of flag is that?" asked Henry. "We ask questions after the speaker is finished, Henry," Miss Williams said. Brielle began her presentation by saying, "This is the Haitian flag." Everyone peered. They had never seen this flag before. "Haiti is where my family is from. It's a country on the west side of Hispaniola. Hispaniola is an island in the Caribbean," Brielle explained. With the entire class still fully engaged, she continued. "The blue represents the black citizens and the red represents the people of color in Haiti. My family are the black citizens. The people of color are those of mixed races. The coat of arms in the middle has many cool things on it like a drum, cannons, cannonballs, a palm tree, anchors, and a trumpet bugles." "Trumpets? Wow, so cool, interrupted Henry. Some of the Haitian foods that we eat at home are legume, mixed vegetables with beef, griot, fried pork, and soup jamu, pumpkin soup, she said. Brielle felt warm inside, knowing the class was interested in her show and tell object. The hat on the top of the palm tree is a symbol of freedom. Haiti was freed from France on January 1st, 1804. That's when Haiti became the first free black republic. The words on the bottom say El Union fait la force, which means unity makes strength. The country is not in the best state right now and hasn't been since our freedom. My family will hold on to those words as hope that one day Haiti will rise again as the Pearl of the Antilles, she concluded. Everyone's hands flew up, anxiously waiting to ask questions. Miss Williams picked on Henry to ask the first question. What language does your family speak? Henry asked. My family speaks Haitian Creole, and some speak French, answered Brielle. Oh, pick me, filled the room. Brielle fearlessly answered all their questions. Throughout the school day, her friends asked more questions. Brielle still answered all their questions to the best of her ability. Does your family celebrate any special holidays? Yes, we celebrate our Freedom Day on January 1st and Haitian Flag Day on May 18th. What are some other foods you eat at home? We eat black bean sauce. It's called sauce panna. As Brielle was leaving the classroom during dismissal, Henry stopped her and asked to see the trumpet buckles on the flag again. They both looked at the flag and admired the details. What a great day this turned out to be, she thought as she pranced out of the classroom door. When her mom pulled up to pick her up, she cheerfully hopped in the car. How was your day, Brie? Asked her mom. With a smile as bright as the sun, Brielle shouted, I broke a leg, Mummy. I love show and tell. She talked about her fantastic day all the way home. I hope you enjoyed this book. Don't forget, be good for Mommy and Daddy. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Storytime with Gitte. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on social media. 1, 2, 3. Read with me. See what's the next book is going to be. Pictures that are work of art, and some books that make you very smart. With words that bounce up off the page, they are good for children of every age. Learn the letters A, B, C, and stories that wow you and me. Grab your books and gather around and listen to Gitte read aloud. Sit and enjoy the relaxing tone, and maybe one day you'll write your own. Don't forget to be good for Mommy and Daddy. Obey, respect, and help them daily. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye